for the curtain, do my hand hygiene. Hi, my name is Anna. I'm a student nurse. Is it okay if I do a quick cardiac examination on you?
Mm-hmm.
Can I verify your name and date of birth?
Alana Hartman, 12/29/01.
All right. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. Do you have a past history of high blood pressure?
No.
Do you have a history of coronary artery disease, heart failure, any valvular disease in the family, any dysrhythmias, any peripheral vascular disease? Okay. Are you taking any medications for blood pressure? Any blood thinners? Are you taking any meds for irregular heart rhythms?
No.
Okay. Do you smoke?
No.
Do you drink alcohol?
No.
What's your diet like?
It's pretty balanced.
Okay, that's good. Do you exercise regularly? All right, great. I'm gonna start. Oh wait, do you have any allergies?
No.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna start with your neck, and I'm gonna palpate for your carotid arteries, and I'm gonna do one at a time. And they are equal bilaterally, and I would grade them a 2. I'm gonna go ahead and take a listen to them. Okay, I did not hear any bruits. I'm gonna inspect your chest, and I'm gonna look at the point of maximal impulse, which is also your apical pulse, and that's usually by your 5th intercostal space, left of the midclavicular line, so that's going to be about right here. I'm going to palpate for it, and it is not palpable. I'm going to palpate your chest, and I'm going to feel for any lifts or heaves. I'm going to note that her chest is rising and falling as expected. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a listen to your heart. I'm going to listen in all 5 places with her laying down first. And I will start on right here, which is her aortic, and then pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and mitral. And I would go ahead and listen with my bell too. Aortic, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and mitral. And then I would ask her to sit up for me so I can listen in all places again with my diaphragm and bell, aortic, pulmonic, Erb's, tricuspid, and mitral. I would do it with my bell. And then I would ask her to lean forward for me. And I would listen in all 5 places again, aortic, pulmonic, Erb's, tricuspid, and mitral. And I would go ahead and do my bell as well. And then I would ask her to lay back down, and if you could turn on your left side for me. And then I would go ahead and listen again in all 5 places, aortic, pulmonic, Erb's, tricuspid, and mitral. And I would listen with my bell as well. And I would say S1 and S2 are noted, and I did not hear any extra heart sounds or murmurs. So I'm gonna also look at her abdomen and inspect for any pulsations. I would go ahead and listen to her abdominal aorta, which is gonna be right above her belly button. Just right about here. And I did not hear any bruits. And yep, so then I'm gonna go ahead and palpate her femoral arteries, which are gonna be right here in the crease of her hips, and they are equal bilaterally. I would grade them a 2. So when I'm looking at her upper extremities, I'm gonna feel her skin. I would note that it's warm and dry and appropriate for race. I don't see any abnormalities or lesions. I'm gonna check her cap refill, so can I see your fingers? I'll check every finger, and it is less than 3 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and palpate for her brachioradialis pulse. So I would feel right here. They're equal bilaterally, and I would grade them a 2. I'm gonna feel for her radial pulse as well. They are also equal bilaterally, and I would grade them a 2. I'm going to go ahead and do the Allen's test, and this is going to check and see if the blood is perfusing correctly to her hand. So I'm going to hold down on her radial and ulnar arteries. I'm going to ask her to make a fist for me, and go ahead and open your hand, and I'll let go, and the blood perfuse back into the hand, so that would be a positive sign. So I'm going to go ahead and move down to her lower extremities. I'm going to feel her skin, and I'm inspecting it, seeing that it's warm, dry, and appropriate for race. I'm going to inspect and palpate her popliteal pulses, which is right here behind her knees. They're equal bilaterally, and I would grade them a 2. I'm going to feel her dorsalis pedis pulse, which is right here on the tops of her feet. They're equal bilaterally, and I'd grade them a 2. And then the last pulse I'm going to feel is the posterior tibial, which is right on the insides of her ankles. They're equal bilaterally, and I'd grade them a 2. And I'm going to go ahead and check the cap refill on her toes, and I'll check every single one. And the cap, it's less than 3 seconds, so that is normal. And the last thing I'm going to do is check for a DVT, and this is going to be the Homan sign. So I'll just ask her to bring her leg up and bend her knee and then flex her foot. Do you feel any pain?
No.
All right, so that is positive. If she were to feel pain, this would indicate a DVT. And yes.
Yay! That was good. That was so good.